What's up, Internet? Cory's aiming here, collecting with Cory. We're back with the day-to-day. Got a stack of stuff I'm about to ship off to Amazon. Let's show you. Alright, sending all this stuff into Amazon. The real winner here is this Profiles of American Colleges. I actually found that Saturday. I probably should have included it in the first day-to-day episode. It goes for about $180, should be about $150 profit, paid $1 and some change for it. That done in about 9 minutes, 10 minutes-ish. Just gotta get the labels on it and we're good to go. Then we're gonna head to the thrift stores. Alright, we're here at the Red, White, and Blue. Got a few pairs of Hokas here, but none in really good shape that are worth it. This up, possibly for Ted. I know he's really into the habit games. A few board game / card games here. Disgruntled Decks, Exploding Kittens, and Dungeon, a fantasy board game from Dungeons and Dragons put out by Wizards of the Coast. I think all the board games are $1.99. That's what we're on today. Usually don't have that issue at this post office. Usually there's some room over there. A little annoying that after I was waiting in line, someone came in with like 4 or 5 packages and just like stacked them up to the ceiling. It's just like, it's really not safe, but whatever. Heading to UPS and then some more thrift stores. I was just leaving the Goodwill over here. We didn't find shit. There's another reseller guy here waiting when it opened. And he was saying it was all the same stuff from when they opened initially from the COVID-19 thing. So I did notice that they put out a few new things, but it's mostly just like garbage DVDs and a DS game. So UPS store has a line out the door, so I'll hit another one maybe later today, maybe not, who knows. But I'm not really into line out the door situations right now. Really annoying. Unfortunately, it's a pretty rough shape. Between right there, no insoles, a lot of wear. It's like the 5th pair of Hokas I've had to leave behind today. I don't like it. I will say one thing that is weird and frustrating is doing this thrifting run and having to go buy so many like Savers that aren't open, or some of the Goodwills aren't open. It just feels like there's so many like gaps in my route that each between each store it's like 20-minute drive. It's ridiculous. It's not usually like this. So I'm gonna hit one more thrift store, drop off this package at UPS, assuming they don't have a line out the door, and we'll get to work back at home. All right, so let's take a look at what I was able to find today at thrifting. Don't know much about this, never heard of it. Disgruntled Decks, the Army Edition. It's only $2. 4 to 14 plus players. I don't know about that. Probably not going to keep it. I don't know if it's worth it. I think I saw it going for around $10. For Ted, we got this My Very First Games, First Orchard. That's for his daughter. We got another Exploding Kittens. I say another because I already have this, so probably sell this for around $10 if it's complete. Under these ties, we have Dungeon Fantasy Board Game from Dungeons and Dragons, put out by Wizards of the Coast. Once again, if it's complete, I might keep it, might not. It's for 1 to 8 players, which is kind of cool. Then we have this Disney Parks tie that is new with tags. It's got Mickey State, really clean looking tie. If I had to ever wear a tie, I'd wear it. I'm not that into Mickey, but someone out there will be. And another one, another Disney Parks authentic original with the tag, new with tags. Just a whole bunch of Mickey outlines on the tie. I did some research. I haven't found any sold comps for this one. This one sold pre-owned for $10, but in general, the Disney Parks ties are going for about $25 new with tags, so not bad. Paying only $3 each on those. Alright, so we got those ties listed and up there on my tie rack, or I guess hanger. And now it's time to count pieces. Always fun. Alright, so unfortunately, the Hobby Game First Orchard's missing some pieces. I just undid the tape on this, and this is why you can't really check the pieces in the store like you'd like to, because this thrift store likes to tape everything together, which is really annoying because it can damage the box, and you can't even see if you're getting a complete game. I just opened this up for the first time. I actually have a copy of the game up there, and I've never opened it before. What the hell? Okay. Alright, for anybody who follows me on Instagram or Facebook, you guys would have seen this stuff already. But this is what I got on eBay, or got in from eBay today, however I want to phrase that. Now we got Breath of Fire 2 for the Game Boy Advance. A little bit of wear on the label up there. Phantasy Star Collection, Game Boy Advance, and a sealed, but not perfect sealed. I don't even know if it was listed this way, but I'm not one of those picky people on eBay, to be honest. Disgaea Infinite, to be honest. Probably not going to play it, Ronnie. Just gotta keep saying that. Not a big fan of Disgaea, but it was cheap. It was pretty cheap. It was like $12, I think. Alright guys, so I think that's probably going to do it. I'm actually working on editing yesterday's video, I guess. Of all those board games, I did end up counting all the pieces. The only one that was missing anything was the one for Ted, unfortunately. But one cool thing about the company Haba is apparently you could just contact the company if you have missing pieces and they will send them out to you. I don't know if there's some sort of fee, but apparently Ted's done it in the past. He collects them for his daughter. He has a whole bunch of them, and I think that's really cool. They're a very cool German-based board game company for, you know, teaching children at very young age. I think that one's 2 and older. So, something to look into if you have young children, and I might want to look into it for getting some for Everly, but I've always looked for them for Ted, so I always pass along to him because I don't know if Everly has the attention span for that. She's a little all over the place. That is probably going to do it for this daily video, whatever we're calling it, day-to-day video. And the reason I say day-to-day is I think back to, like, if you're familiar with The Office, which is what I call this. But what I mean is on the show, The Office, at some point, spoilers if you're not that far into it, Jim gets promoted to co-regional manager. And they have Michael Scott cover the big picture stuff, and Jim covers the day-to-day. So that's where I kind of came up with the idea of, like, calling this the day-to-day series. Probably not a official capacity, but if you have any better ideas, let me know. As these games trickle in, I'll be showing you what I've been getting off of eBay and anything I find thrifting in the day, which is kind of going to eliminate the need for pretty much all my other series, to be honest. Like, this might just be a one series channel, just like a daily vlog kind of channel. I will be doing a separate video, or maybe I'll just have one day where I do the video game room tour, I guess, which is just back there. It's just the back half of the office. Yeah, so that'll probably be part of the series too, but I'll just name it like 2020 Game Room Tour or something like that. So, like the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, keep it real, Internet. I love you guys.